But it gives us an opportunity with Dad's Day coming to take a look at another side of the skipper, Buck Showalter. His dad passed away in 1991. This is the family, Buck and his three sisters. Left to right, it's Melanie, Marina, Melinda. Their boyhood home, that's where they were when this picture was taken in Century, Florida. And on a daily basis, Buck refers to his dad many times for lessons that were taught to him that he uses, applies in his daily life and as a manager. We had a chance to sit down and talk with him about a week ago about his father.
He said, "You want me to be your pal or your father?" You know, and that hit home too, because it's so easy to do what's the easy way out. I mean, it was a tough love, man, I'm telling you. I mean, up until the time you were 18 years old, that belt would come out. I mean, some of the things football coaches did, fathers did, I'm not saying they're right or wrong, whatever, I got through it. But, you know, but he would admit mistakes. I can remember some of the not arguments, but disagreements he and my mother would have in front of us. And they would put it to bed. They would never, you know, but seeing them disagree and coming to an agreement what's best for the family was important. I mean, we always knew when we were going to get a new car is when the floorboards were wore out and he was afraid the kids, one of us was going to fall through the bottom. When you could see the road, we knew we were getting a new car, or some kind of car. But, you know, I remember I hit a ball off a pecan tree in right field at our home park. That would have been a home run. First one, I was about a 10th grader, and my dad said that won't happen again. So when the season was over, we cut down that pecan tree, put a fence up because we had no fence for the high school baseball field, and we spent a month burning out that stump, digging around it, and I knew there's a better way, but he enjoyed spending time with me up at that field, getting that stump out of there. And the next year, I hit a ball right there over that, what used to be the pecan tree, over the fence, and he just gave me a nod. All that work was worth it, huh?
Was there a point, either as a kid or as you got a little older, where you recognized what your father really meant to you, who he was?
I had, well, I look back, he used to sit in, there was a library that overlooked the end zone, and for some reason, sophomore year, I was a slot back, and I caught a touchdown pass. For some reason, I don't know why, I jumped up in the air one time with the ball, came down, I caught myself. Of course, he's waiting on the front porch when I get home. After a few select words, he says, "You know, act like you've been in the end zone before, and by the grace of God, you might be there again. You look like that's the first time you ever scored a touchdown in your life. Hand the ball to the official and get off the field and see if they won't make an adjustment in that defense and you can make that play again." A few other words. But what was your question? Where are you doing?
When you realized what he meant to you, I mean, who he was.
You know what, Gary, unfortunately, when he was gone.
Really?
Isn't that the way it usually is?
Yes. Yeah.
But it was surreal. So, but
he's probably become more important to you, and not in reality for what was going on, but for you and your growth and how you think after he passed.
You reach for things back all the time. You go, "Oh my gosh, that's my father." Yeah. Nathan does it now, my son. He says, "Oh my gosh, that's you." You know, is it so bad? You want to escape it? No, he. You know, he wasn't a guy that was constantly telling you how good you were or whatever. I remember it was right after the draft. I was, in order to get you to go to Alaskan League, they took you out to Hawaii for a week. So I went from Northwest Florida to Hawaii and then to Anchorage, Kenai Peninsula. We got close on the agreement, and so I flew back home to see if we could finish it up and get playing. But I remember my dad asked the scout, "If this was your son, would you let him sign this contract?" Gus Poulos was his name. It was a long silence. He said, "Mr. Showalter, let me think about that. I'll call you back." I got another $1,000, $13,000 in the 5th round. I've still got it in a bank account. He never let me take it out. I've taken some of the interest out over the years to make ends meet, but I was getting ready to leave, getting in a car to go to Florida State League, start it, and all he said was, "Hey, I just want you to know I'm proud of you." I remember getting in the car going, "Holy cow, did he just say that?" But years later, Mother told me that was tough on him.